alt frequencies.
Yes. Alt frequencies. So again, I looked this game up. It's supposed to be a game about... This game is an audio mystery which revolves around topics such as like misinformation in media and like yeah, just misinformation in media. I didn't know where else I was gonna go with that. In the form of a radio show in which you're stuck in a time loop. That's as much information as I got from my research, because I did like what, 30 seconds of research before before choosing to install this game. But I'm intrigued. I'm a big fan of media that portrays real life issues in a different form. So again, I'm quite eager to see what it is that this game is going to cover and how it's going to portray our modern day. Because this is also a very, I wouldn't call it a recent game, but it's very relevant to today. Alt Frequencies is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents portrayed in this game are products of the author's imagination. Any resemblance to actual events or locals or persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. Read content warning. Startling sounds, descriptions of violent acts, offensive language. We do not endorse these actions and words. They only help establish our storytelling and characters. That's good to know. Oh, more. There's gunshots, descriptions. Psychophobic language. Oh, dear. You've been warned.
Hello, listener. Thank you for acquiring this radio system. We are going to calibrate your device. Great. Now, if anytime during calibration you want to pause, you can. Let's try it out. Press the key you've selected for the open-close menu action to pause and open the menu. Is something wrong? You need to press the key you've selected for the open-close menu action to pause the game.
Oh, sorry. Which button did I want?
Let's try it out.
Okay, hang on.
Press the key you've selected for the open-close menu action to pause and open the menu.
Right? Right. This is right? Controls reminder. Yes, please, thank you. Down arrow, record. Up, send a clip. Left, right. Fast forward, listen to the recorded clip. Oh my god, I can't even remember these controls. We're gonna have some problems.
So, with this radio system, you can navigate through different radio stations and interact with their hosts. Depending on what info you give them, you might even get a reaction.
Oh, really?
Want to know how it works exactly? Let's try this. I need you to find the answer to this question. Who is the #1 radio DJ? I bet you can find the answer on another station. Let's try that. You can change the station you're listening to by pressing the keys you've selected for the Change Station Left and Change Station Right actions. Not yet? You need to switch to the other station to answer my question.
Oh, okay, hang on.
Press the keys you've selected for the Change Station Left and Change Station Right actions to change the station.
I'm a little slow. Give me some time.
You can change the station you're listening to by pressing the keys.
Let me, yes, thank you.
And welcome. Glad you switched over. I think my colleague asked you to look for something here, right?
Yeah.
Guess what? I have the answer to their question.
Do tell.
The answer lies somewhere in the following clips.
What was the question
when you
again?
Found it, you can record it by pressing the key you selected for the record action.
Which one was
Don't worry,
record?
I'll repeat the info a couple of times for you.
Which button was record? I swear, I have the brain of like the size of a snail or something. That is not the best analogy I could have come up with. Okay, send a clip is up, record is down. Okay, I think I remember now.
So, here's some info about the stations on your radio system.
Yes.
We have News 1 with its main host, Fred Peterson. Here you'll find global news, reports, and interviews. Fresh FM is hosted in the morning by Michelle, the #1 radio DJ.
The #1 radio
Michelle
DJ.
presents you the freshest hits and is considered by many to be the best radio DJ in the country. On Talk Radio, you'll find NSB and his loyal callers talking about basically everything there is in life. Is there something wrong? Come on, I know you can find the solution.
Oh no, I found it. I'm a little slow.
Here you'll find global news.
No, I want the
reports, and
#1
interviews. Fresh FM
radio DJ. Yes.
Fresh FM is hosted in the morning by Michelle, the #1 radio DJ. You recorded something. Great. Now, you might have heard me repeat some sentences.
Yep.
Let's face it, that can be a bit annoying.
A little bit.
Thankfully, you have the possibility to skip clips if you want to navigate faster through a station. To do so, just press the key you've selected for the fast forward action and you'll skip the clip being played.
Which
Let's
key was
try it
fast
out.
forward?
I'll tell you 3 things.
Which key was fast forward? Oh no. Space, okay.
You skip each of them by pressing the key you've selected for the fast forward action. Michelle on Fresh FM has a sidekick named Bob. There are many more radio frequencies, but not all of them are easy to find. I hope you like music, because many of our radios... Nice one. Now, remember the clip you recorded before about the #1 DJ?
Yep.
If you forgot what you recorded, don't worry.
Low key, at
Press
this point
the
I
key
think I
you've
did.
selected for the listen action to listen to your...
Which button is it to listen on? I might need to get my brain checked. Listen to the clip is returned, so let's enter.
recorded clip. Fresh FM is hosted in the morning by Michelle, the #1 radio DJ. All right, we're almost done. It's time to send your answer to the other station. Please switch back to my colleague by pressing the keys you've selected for the change station left and change station right actions.
Who is the #1 radio DJ? You can send your clip to me by pressing the key you've selected for the send action.
Which button did I put for send? Up arrow. Okay. I remember. I will remember this. I swear, I'm gonna remember this.
Send your clip to me by pressing the key you've selected. Remember, the question was...
Fresh FM is hosted in the morning by Michelle, the #1 radio DJ.
Oh yes, Michelle. I remember now. Just kidding. I already knew that. She's my favorite too. But thank you for sending me the clip.
Yeah.
By the way, there was a specific beep when you sent me the clip. When you hear this sound, it means you won't be able to interact with your radio anymore. It will happen before every important announcement. Just pay extra attention to what is broadcasted then. Just to be sure you understand, I need you to try to interact with your device. See? Nothing happened.
Okay. That's good to know.
Those moments are here to make sure you don't miss out on important content. Before we leave you to the real radio shows out there, remember that you can pause the game and access the menu anytime by pressing the key you've selected for the open-close menu action. In this menu, you'll find useful options to customize your experience. There is also a gesture reminder if you forget how to use your radio.
Oh, I'm gonna
Finally,
forget.
you can replay this tutorial in the menu anytime you want, so don't worry if you feel lost. We'll be there. Thank you again for purchasing this radio system. Don't forget to put it to good use and send clips to your favorite hosts.
Sure, you got it. Chapter 1, it's Monday.
You're currently listening to Winston. I can't reveal more about... We have to keep our radio frequency hidden, or the police will...
What the?
Some of you know the truth. Some of you have even found us. Find somebody who knows about all secrets. Ask him the right question. Unlock our frequency. Find the truth.
What the?
It's 7 o'clock on News 1, and here are the headlines with Fred Peterson.
With Fred
Today,
Peterson.
Foreign Minister Macmillan is scheduled to talk to other foreign ministers in a highly anticipated meeting. She will have to develop an understanding about the status of international trade policies if the time loop is implemented. 4 people were arrested after reports of terrorist threats. According to the police, the 4 men are part of a so-called piracy group dedicated to disrupting society. The police is now investigating their means of communication and facing new questions. If a secret group uses radio waves to share information, can they hide their frequency? The University of Amentos has been rewarded the prestigious award for teaching excellence.
Wait, that was really out of
Vice-Chancellor of the
pocket.
University, Irene Boulay, expressed her gratitude during a speech she made last night. And with only a couple of days to go before the vote, cities throughout the country are preparing for long lines at the voting office. According to government officials, the amount of voting locations will be 16% higher compared to last year's general elections. Traffic info, slow-moving traffic in the usual places, no other specifics or traffic jams at the moment. Weather today will be mostly sunny, with some low clouds coming in from the south later this afternoon.
Okay. There was one
Thanks
statement
for
in there that was
listening,
really
everyone.
out of pocket.
Later this morning, do hidden radio frequencies exist? And if so, how do we unlock them?
Right.
In the second part of our show, we'll discuss whether this is a myth or a real technological possibility. Also, stay tuned for our daily review of the newspaper headlines. Today with special guest Mark Hillard, who recently swam the channel to raise money for vaccine safety research. Plus, overcrowding on the tracks. How will railways survive the growing number of travellers? It's a full hour of news to get you up to speed with everything that's happening in the world. But first, over to our reporter on location, Tommy Begay.
Tommy Begay.
Every Monday, Tommy visits a location where the news of the future is being made. Where are you today, Tommy?
Thanks, Fred. I'm here at the Galena Layer Poultry Farm, where the owners have found a revolutionary new way to care for their chickens.
Revolutionary, right. And in which way?
Well, Fred, I'm sure you know that laying hens, however cute and fluffy they look, contribute a lot of harmful gas to the ozone layer. The owners of Galena have found a way to diminish these gases through purely biological means. And there is more. Galena Farm claims to have a cure for bird flu. A newly developed special mix of herbs eradicates any chance of flu.
Farmers turned pharmacists. Is that something we want?
Well, Fred, if it's safe, why not?
Is
But
it safe?
is it?
Right?
Let's ask the farmers.
While Tommy walks up to the farm, let me remind you that we have more discussions.
Excuse me?
Find somebody who knows about all secrets. Ask him the right question. Unlock our frequency. Find the truth.
We're looping now. Okay, wait.
It's
There was
7
one
o'clock on
out-of-pocket
News
question
1.
that I
Here are the
can
headlines with
answer.
Fred Peter.
Today,
Let me see.
she
Where
will
is
have
it?
4 people. According to the police, the 4 men are part of the police. If a secret group uses radio waves to share information,
This one.
Can they hide their frequency?
I'm gonna go ahead and record this one
University of
just
Mentos has been
just
rewarded the prestigious
for
award for teaching excellence.
for purposes.
Vice Chancellor.
I'm gonna try and change the radio
One Monday
station.
question just for you. How was your weekend?
Went to Club Dynamite on Saturday. Pretty cool.
Because the goal was to
You?
I've
ask
just
the right
been
question.
Chilling at home, mainly.
Boring.
When your life's as exciting as mine, you deserve a quiet weekend in. Anyway, a new week. Should we talk about what's coming up over the next couple of days?
You mean the time loop vote?
Time loop?
I actually meant the ultimate dance party this Friday. I'm so hyped.
Oh, that.
Let's not bore people with voting stuff on here. I'm already fed up with the subject anyway. It's like you say, boring.
It's important to vote. Let your voice be heard and all that.
Sure, please, everyone, go out and vote. It's your democratic duty. And the duty of our show is to have some fun in the morning. So that's what we'll do right after this.
Tired of thinking about your daily hygiene?
Oh, ads.
I use Sungate electrical toothbrushes. Now have a timer system. Simply set up the timer once.
Okay, I'm
then
gonna skip 3 alarm
Sungate
beeps.
toothbrushes.
Okay, that's not it.
Fresh FM.
Oh, that
Just
was it.
for you
Okay.
listeners out there, Michelle was coughing like a madwoman during the commercials. I've got to be honest, Shell. You sounded like a hungover baby seal.
Don't worry, babe. I'm not dying yet. Just a case of the flu. Nothing an early night won't fix.
Should we find you some medicine? We can't have you losing your voice. Who will present the show then?
Not you, obviously. You know what they say. Once a sidekick, always a sidekick.
Dang,
Nobody
that's
can
harsh.
replace you anyway. You're the highest paid radio DJ in the country.
Yup.
Allegedly. Anyway, back to the show. We have a world premiere today for you. In 30 seconds, we'll play you Dog Zone's new single, Your...
Okay, so that's the end of this frequency.
Find somebody who knows
Yeah, find
about
somebody who
all
knows about
secrets.
all secrets.
Ask him the right question. Unlock our frequency. Find the truth.
It's Monday.
Okay, hang on.
Another
Find someone who knows all secrets. Ask him the right question, and that'll unlock their frequency. So first of all, I need to find out who knows all secrets, and then I need to ask him the right question. But have I come across this person yet?
glorious start of
Alright, I'll try another one.
in the morning.
In the morning.
Well, I guess it's that time again. I'm NSB. This is the morning show. Blah blah blah. Yada yada.
One who knows all secrets. Oh my god.
The rant of the day.
So let's discuss the working week. It's Monday morning, which means that most of you will have said something like, "I can't believe it's Monday again." At least like twice already.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
Wednesday, you'll repeat to every colleague and family member how happy you are that the week is now well and truly halfway done. On Friday, you buy a discounted can of beer on the commute home to celebrate that it's the weekend again. Woohoo. Can we just stop measuring our existence via stupid little time units? Why not mix it up a bit? Start your week on Thursday. You'll have a midweek break from work then. Or, I don't know, buy a beer on Monday to celebrate the start of the week. Be creative. Don't be a slave of the corporate calendar. But if that's what you want to be, well, don't call me to complain about it. That's my rant of the day.
Thank you,
You're
thank
very
you.
welcome. And with that, the lines are open. All right, you know what to do. Oh, and
Okay,
what
maybe
not to do.
this talk show will have some
NSB
know-it-all.
here. Who's calling?
It's Anon here.
Well, if it isn't
Anon.
my favorite conspiracy theorist, go ahead.
I mean, I prefer Truth Seeker.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
The one
you'd
who
like.
knows all
So,
secrets.
what crazy
Could this be
theories do you
him?
have for us today? Oh, and listeners, please tell me if you want to ask Anon anything. He knows about every secret there is. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, so, we're voting on the implementation of
Ask
the
him the
time
right
limit at the end
question.
of this
Anon
week,
knows
right?
Don't remind me.
everything.
Oh, no, I am reminding you. Everybody should be reminded. It's another step on the way to total government control.
Let me guess. We should all vote no.
They're trying to influence you in any way they can.
All politicians lie. What else is new? Don't forget, dear listeners, that you can ask this guy questions too. Basically, please send questions so I don't have to.
It's subliminal messaging. They mask it, but it's everywhere. On the streets, in public service announcements, commercials.
Secret messages.
Exactly.
So, what you're saying is by the end of the week we'll all be voting yes because we've been influenced without us even knowing.
I'm telling you, they'll stop at nothing. This is only the beginning.
Well, they won't get me because I won't be voting anyway. Anything more to add, Anon?
Yeah, lots. I've heard that...
Oh my. Well, what do you know? We just lost contact with
Okay. I think I know what to do. I think I know. I'm gonna start by asking him the question that I first recorded.
Who knows about all
Yes,
the
I know.
right question. Unlock our
Ask him the
frequency.
right question.
So, it's on Can we? Why not? Or be creative.
Where's Anon?
And with NSB.
It's Anon.
Well,
I mean, I prefer...
yeah, sure, whatever you'd like. So, and listeners, please tell me if you want to ask Anon.
Yes, I do.
He knows about every secret there is. Yeah, apparently. Looks like we've got a proper question for our dear friend Anon.
If a secret group uses radio waves to share information, can they hide their frequency?
Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Now, we are getting somewhere.
You're getting a bit overexcited.
But this is the real deal. Listen, there are empty frequencies in the airwaves, frequencies that seem unused.
Let me guess. They're not.
Exactly. Sources say that if you record one particular sound, you decode the entire frequency and reveal its true nature.
One particular sound.
It's not magic. The public encryption key is hidden behind the audio file.
And you officially lost me there.
Believe me or not, the last frequency I decoded was protected by the sound of broken glass. I recorded it on my radio and voila.
All the station managers are going to be so
Broken
happy
glass.
that we've just encouraged people to switch over to empty frequencies, pushing our already
I need to
flailing
find
market
a
share
panel
further
with
down
broken
the
glass.
drain. Nice, thanks, mate.
Well,
Oh.
Okay, yes,
oh
yes.
my.
Thank you.
Well, what do you know?
Broken glass.
Find somebody.
Thank you. This is a very odd radio station to just be broadcasting random things. This one. No, 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 no. Let me record it. Oh my god, not this one. Large window breaking. Hello?
If you're listening to this, it means you've found us.
Oh.
Congratulations. You have taken the first step in your awakening. You have connected. You are being lied to so much more than you know. The time loop is already in place. The vote is irrelevant.
What's the time loop?
We are already repeating ourselves.
Oh.
Those who control the present control the future. Keep listening. Keep sharing. Reclaim time.
Oh, that's so cool.
We've uncovered new information that needs to be shared. Information that is too important not to get out there. We're counting on you, our friends, to spread the information. We need your network. We need your power. Here are the facts. Amal Macmillan, politician, pro-time loop activist, and violator of human rights, actually leads the group that activated the time loop. Amal Macmillan is the person
I still don't
who
know what
ordered
this
to
time
activate
loop
the
is,
time
though.
loop prematurely. She should be confronted and unmasked. She acted without democratic consent, and even though she will deny all this, we know this to be true. Spread the news and make sure it sticks beyond the time loop.
How do I make sure that happens?
Our own organization is still small, but your help will make us grow. Your help will make us reach the news stations. They've not yet reported on these conspiracies. They ignore our messages, but eventually they will have to listen. If there are many of us, we will not be ignored. So keep trying. Hear this fact and pass it on. Amal Macmillan, politician, pro-time loop activist, and Amal Macmillan.
Okay, well, he's repeating this the second time. I'm gonna go ahead and record it. I'm not sure how to feel about this right now.
If needed.
I'm
If the
still...
news stations won't listen, others will. And then they will spread the word. And then others will.
I'm still
until we
confused
can't
as
be
to
denied anymore.
what this time loop problem is and why is this considered a conspiracy?
On time, yes. But what about the 7:22?
Hello?
Maybe one for platform assistance. Please stand by.
Platform assistance.
Time loop? I don't know. Haven't thought about it. Brace yourselves. I feel another overhaul of the timetable coming up. How long is that time loop going to be? Will we still be arriving in time? Shit. Will we even arrive at all? Geez, I'm now seeing visions of trains leaving the station, only to start their journey over and over again and never arriving. Damn. Mac, any ideas?
I'm still so confused.
7:22, yeah, sure. Mac, how will... Mac, do you have any more info on this? Over. Mac?
Who's Mac?
Platform 2, yes. I've done this for 24 years, Mac. 25 in 3 months. So if... What?
Okay, we're missing half the story. She's conversing.
For a drink after work today, yeah? Over.
She's conversing with someone else
Mac?
on the other end. But Mac isn't responding. Okay, I don't know what to do with this one.
They have reiterated their concern about our country's unilateral implementation of the time loop if the vote on Friday is positive. Minister Macmillan has promised to provide them with extra details, but has also said, quote, "Foreign politics should not influence the will of our nation," unquote. A printing factory in the south used by the government to print voting ballots went up in flames last night. 2 victims were killed, both of them employees of the factory. It's unclear whether the ballots for the upcoming time loop vote were affected. The police and the fire department are currently investigating. Weather today, cloudy with low temperatures in the south and a small chance of rain during the night. And finally, you'll be happy to know that our listener comment system is back online, so you'll be able to send us your messages again.
Okay, so maybe if I send my message
In
to
the
this
studio,
radio station.
we have physician-scientist Charlie Thomas. Welcome, Professor.
I think particularly with these like
Professor
interview
Thomas,
sections where
you've
they
been
allow
researching the effects of a
where they
possible
allow
time
me
loop on
to
public health. Am I correct?
send
Yes.
something in.
You have to remember, it's all very academic, though. We've researched an, at this moment, fictitious situation, after all. Together with our colleagues from the physics department, we have developed models to simulate a possible time loop.
Your report mentions brain tumors. Should we be worried?
Let me put it this way. Think of our report as a medication information leaflet.
Are you talking about side effects?
Regarding the brain tumor, chances have been proven to be incredibly slim, even in a test environment.
So in real life, a brain tumor could be more likely.
You're twisting my words.
I'm not saying anything that is not in your report already, surely.
No, but you are emphasizing something that isn't relevant.
If this time loop could have a negative impact on our health, don't you agree that the public needs to know this before they vote?
I don't think it's something they should base their vote on. Our research is still very preliminary. We've barely scratched the surface. It's far too early to draw any conclusions.
Okay, I understand. What about possible positive side effects?
Positive
We
side
actually
effects.
had a couple of mice that aged slower, so that could be very beneficial.
There was also an interesting fact about headaches.
Indeed, some of our test subjects experienced a very specific type of headache, one that we hadn't seen before, which is interesting because we think this could lead to a breakthrough in the related area of migraine research.
Has your research influenced your own opinion on the implementation of the time loop?
I'm not giving out advice on how to vote if that's what you're looking for. I'm a scientist, not a politician.
But if you can't advise us, who can?
The government does a lot in terms of public information.
But they're no scientists. They choose out of ideology or for economic reasons.
This might be important later.
Several.
Let me try one of the other networks.
Say yes to routine.
Oh yes. Okay.
Fresh FM.
Fresh FM.
It's time for my favorite segment. Yay!
It's time for
Tall Tales.
Today, we're calling Rakeem, who has an amazing story to tell.
It's ringing.
Yes?
Is that Rakeem? This is Michelle from Fresh FM. You're live on the radio.
Wow.
Bob here, Rakeem. Bit shy, are ya? No need to be. Your story sure isn't.
Your story is one of the tallest tales we've ever heard.
Our tall tale meter has been set up and calibrated, so bring it on.
You know the deal. Just tell the story and the meter will rank it. And if you make the top 5, you get a top prize.
Right.
So, Rakeem,
Right.
tell us your tall tale.
Well,
Out with it, babe. I'm dying with excitement here.
I know, right? Shit.
Chickening out, Rakeem?
No, of course not, man.
Okay, let's help you out a bit. Your story involves a sauna and one of your teachers, right?
I don't want to tell the story.
Rakeem, what's happening, babe?
It's not true. It's a lie. I'm sorry, Michelle.
Shit, man, you're too good for this world.
So what? You're bailing out?
I guess so.
Thanks for messing up our segment, bro.
No, we respect you. Thanks for being honest. Rakeem?
Sure. Can I hang up now?
Bye, Rakeem.
That was so unnecessary. I mean, this segment is called Tall Tales, right? The name should give you some sort of clue.
Calm down, Bob.
Who cares if the story's true, as long as the story's a big and preferably funny, too?
Let's ask the listeners. What's your opinion on lying?
Ooh.
Send us your statement on
Amal McMillan, politician, pro-time loop activist, and shameless violator of human rights.
Is this where I send it?
Activated the time loop.
the subject.
All we wanted was a great story. Also, unless you have a clear statement about lying, we're not taking any other useless messages.
Oh, statement about lying.
Go to some music.
We could just call
Okay,
somebody
I gotta
else.
remember this. My
I
brain
need
is not gonna
some
handle
coffee.
this very well.
Me both.
Okay, might as well play some
on it.
Okay, music. Yep. Okay, I need something about lying for Fresh FM. What am I gonna do about the statement that I'm currently holding?
Campus Radio, a Mentos by students for students. We're live 3 times a
Oh,
week.
we love student radio
Hi, fellow
shows.
students, elitists, and future decision makers. It's your girl Kaya here, joined by the ever awesome Jenny. Hi, y'all. Don't worry, you'll hear from her later. So, you know we are all about discussion here. There's some big shit going down this week, so if you want to talk about it, drop us a message anytime. Jenny?
At the end of this week, voting stations will open on the subject of the time loop.
So if you
Do I
haven't
drop
thought
it
about
here?
what to vote yet, start thinking
I don't want to
now.
drop it yet. I
Don't
want to
think
hear
it
them
doesn't
finish the
affect you,
dialogue. Hang
because
on.
it will. This vote is all about our future.
Don't let others decide for you. It's time our voices were heard too.
There is no excuse. There will be a voting station inside of the campus grounds, main auditorium of Building A to be precise. Be there.
I'll be there as a member of the polling staff, handing out ballots.
Another great reason to go and vote.
Not really.
Girl, you're awesome. Anyone should jump on the opportunity to meet you at the voting office and talk to you in person.
Thanks.
But seriously, get informed. Don't believe everything you hear, but start researching. You owe it to yourself and to the rest of
I'm
the
gonna send
nation.
it here.
We'll be talking about the vote all week, so if you have thoughts or opinions on the time loop, let us know.
Amal McMillan, politician, pro-time loop activist, and shameless violator of human rights, leads the group that activated the time loop.
Wait, what? Are you hearing this, Jenny?
Sorry, I was distracted for a bit. That sounded... Never mind.
We said we would take all opinions on this subject seriously, so that is what we'll do. If this is true, it's big. Wow.
Are we being lied to by the government?
This is a scoop,
Oh,
Jenny.
lying.
We need to investigate
Hang on.
the shit out of this.
I know.
Students, friends, anarchists, here is a personal favorite for you to enjoy while we investigate.
Oh. Hit me. Okay. Come on. Is this song important? Do I need to pay attention to this song? Okay, alright, that's fine. There was a segment about lying. There was one specific question that was just like, is the government lying to us? I think I need to capture that. Hang on.
Wait, what? We said we would take all...
Are we being lied
This
to
one.
by the
Oh, no.
government?
Let me... Oh, I
This
got it.
is a
Oh, I'm
scoop, Jenny.
forgetting all my buttons. Okay. One second here.
We said we...
Are we being lied?
Record it. Thank you. Gosh, I'm forgetting all my buttons.
We need to investigate
Okay,
the
I gotta go
shit out
back
of
to Fresh
I know.
FM where
And
they
if you
wanted to
make
talk
the
about
top
lying.
5? Right. So, Ricky. Ow! Okay. Ricky.
It's not shit, man. You're too.
So what?
Thanks for messing up our segment.
Thanks
bro.
for messing up our segment,
we
bro.
respect you. Thanks for...
Sure.
5.
That was so unnecessary. I mean, this segment is called.
Call.
Who cares if the story's true, as long as the stories are big and preferably funny too.
Let's ask the listeners. What's your opinion on lying? Send us your statement on the subject.
Also, unless you have a clear
Oh, a statement about lying,
we're
not...
not taking any other useless messages. All we want
No,
was
an
a
opinion
great
about lying.
story.
I think I
Truly,
captured the
give us
wrong
some
thing.
music.
We
Oh,
could just
God.
call somebody else.
I don't feel like it. I'm putting the tall tales meter away. Also, unless you have a clear
Okay, alright,
statement-
thank you. Alright, anyway. An opinion about lying. Does it have something to do with the song?
for the taking. His ego, this close to breaking. He's entitled to it all because of his chromosomes. And wrong time, wrong place, wrong clothes, right face, and there is nothing won't be.
Good song, good song. Love this song. Alright, not this one. Hang on.
My son.
Talk show, talk
He ran
show.
away when he was 12, but he came back.
In the back of my mind, I'm like reminding myself opinions about lying.
Sorry, lady, I think you might need another number. Really, are you all right? I mean, do we need to send somebody over?
Oh no, they're all here. They keep repeating the same.
Of the day.
All right, this is going to be a short rant.
Short rant.
You know when you're in line to buy something and there's lots of people behind you?
Yep.
Next time, take your fucking money out of your purse before it's your turn.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's not like you have anything else to do while waiting. Thank you on behalf of the people behind you.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting morning because we have a special guest today. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Woof.
Please welcome my new co-host, Sadie.
Woof.
Sadie hasn't found her radio voice yet, but a bowl of water should do the trick. So, basically, the station management has been suggesting we should find a co-host for ages now. Apparently, according to data, shows with two presenters are more successful. So, in order to improve the ratings, I would need a co-host, preferably a woman. Obviously. And that's where Sadie comes in. Don't you, girl?
Woof.
I don't even know if she's really called that. I just thought she looked like a Sadie. I took her off the streets this morning. She doesn't have a collar, so I guess she's a stray. But, well, if you're listening and your dog is missing, tough.
Dang. Oh my god.
Anyway, Sadie's specialty is answering questions about the government.
Questions about the government.
So if you have any, please send them in. And Sadie will bark once for yes and twice for no.
Are we being lied to by the government?
Sadie, this one's for you, darling. Bark once for yes, twice for no. I guess Sadie is still undecided. Meanwhile, let's ponder on the idea of lying for a bit. Remember
lying,
I told
yes.
you I picked Sadie up off the streets this morning? In fact, my canine sidekick is actually my producer's. She brought her dog to work today, and I thought it'd be fun to wind up the station managers a bit. And you listeners, obviously. Wow, wasn't that honest of me? Well, guess what? I lied, and it was fun. So, here's my statement, and feel free to repeat it. There is nothing wrong with lying. So,
this one.
Here's my statement, and feel free to repeat it. There is nothing wrong with lying every now and again.
Woof. Oh, Sadie barked. That means the government is lying.
Yeah, I think it's a disgrace.
And so,
Okay,
please
sorry,
help
sorry.
us raise the quality of this show.
Oh, I skipped that.
Of the day.
I'm sure it'll be important later. Okay, okay.
Extra details,
We gotta go back
but there's also
to the lying
Weather today.
one.
And in the studio, Professor Thomas.
Yes.
Your report should we? Are you talking? So, I'm not saying any.
No, but you.
If this time loop could have a negative impact.
Our research.
Okay, I understand.
Indeed, which is in.
Has your research influenced your?
I'm not.
But if you can't.
The government.
But they're no scientists.
I trust that they are also.
No, not
concerned
this,
about
not this radio. I'm stupid. Hang on.
Several
toothbrushes.
Yes, this one. This one's about lying. Opinions about lying.
With a bet. Oh, so.
Thanks for nothing.
No. 5.
That was so Who cares if the
Let's ask the listeners.
Here we go.
What's your opinion on lying? Send us your statement on
This
the
is so
subject.
creative.
Meanwhile, our listeners sent us this.
So, here's my statement, and feel free to repeat it. There is nothing wrong with lying every now and again.
Do you agree, Shell?
Well, let me tell you a story. I was supposed to go out with my friend yesterday, but she canceled.
Bummer. You should have called me instead.
You wish. Anyway, so my friend said she was having pulsating headaches because the time loop has already been implemented. And it's messing with her mind.
Sounds like something messed up her mind, all right?
Exactly. I just didn't want to call bullshit and risk upsetting her. So I lied and I said I totally believed her. But I felt like shit afterwards. What if she's really going bonkers? Then I'll have added to her delusions.
Well, I hope your friend isn't listening.
Sungate toothbrushes.
Wait, so I gave you my
Say
opinion
yes
on
to
lying.
beauty.
What did that last segment have to do with anything?
Fresh.
A listener sent us. Do you agree?
Well, let me tell you a story. I was...
Bummer. You should have.
You wish. So, my friend said she was having pulsating head...
Sounds like something messed up her mind, alright.
Exactly. I just didn't want to call bull, but I felt like shit afterwards. What if she's really going bonkers?
Well, I hope your friend isn't listening now.
Oops. Ah, shit. It's time for my favorite segment. Yay!
It's time for...
Oh, and then we talked to Rakeem again.
Okay, let's help you out a bit. Your story involves a sauna. Let's ask the listeners. What's
Okay,
your
okay.
opinion on life?
I think we're done with this channel. I think I skipped a segment on one of the other ones. I think I skipped a segment in this one.
All right, this is good.
Yeah, your short rant, and then at the end there.
Please, sir. I don't. She doesn't have a collar, so I guess she's a stray. So.
Am I on? Yeah, I think it's
This way, this part.
Picking up a stray dog just for laughs? She must be terrified and overheated with all those studio lights.
Studio lights? Hey, we're not on TV, mate. If we were, you could have seen that Sadie's wagging her tail. Next.
You must think you're so funny with a female dog. I thought you were a feminist. Asshole.
What?
Feminism is so overrated. I'm just pro-humans in general. Oh yeah, and dogs. Next! And can I just remind you all that Sadie's specialty is answering yes-no questions on the subject of the government. So please help us raise the quality of this show.
Okay, yes-no questions about the government.
Please help us raise the quality of this show and send us your questions.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yes, hello? My name is...
well, this one's...
My boy, my sweet, loyal
Okay.
boy. He's
Questions about the government. Yes or no questions about the government.
Of the day.
Information that needs to be shared. Information that we're counting on you. Look at what we did. The elite won't be. You will have to put. You have heard the voice. It's time to connect. We will continue with our We will so help us before the loop resets again. And you can make an impact. You can change, connect with the journalists, and feed them news they can latch onto their interests. New facts are coming to the surface. All of them, because we bring our own truths to light. How many of them are waiting below ground? We cannot know yet, but in all likelihood...
That's a random question. Maybe it pertains to the government. I'm stretching it at this point. I have no idea. Where's Sadie? I need to talk to the dog again.
Overheated with all those...
My boy, my sweet, loyal boy.
Do I even need to listen to the radio? Do I just send it in?
Of the day.
All right, this is going to be a short rant. You know when you're in line to buy something and there's lots of people behind you? Next time, thank you on...
Pardon me. Oh god. I was gonna ask if I was supposed to wait for the panel where he's like, oh yeah, and don't forget, Sadie can answer your questions. I'm just gonna have to get there, right?
Somebody sent us a clip, and well, I'm not sure how to react to it, but maybe my co-host has an appropriate response. Yes, I totally agree. Anyway, somebody sent us a clip, and yeah. Sadie, this one's for you, darling. Buck once for yes, twice for no. Somebody sent us a... Yeah. I guess Sadie is still undecided. Remember I told you I picked... In fact, she brought her dog to work today. Well, guess what? Please welcome my... Say so. So in order... And that's where Sadie comes in. Don't you, girl? Somebody sent us... Yes. I don't even know if she's really called that. So, if you have any, please send them in.
Of the day.
Oh, thank you.
What was the message I recorded?
We cannot know yet, but in all...
Oh, that's not a freaking yes or no question. I'm chasing...
on behalf of the people...
I'm chasing the wrong things. I don't know. There's... Am I too stupid? I don't have time for
let
this. Hang
me
on.
tell you a story. I was supposed to go out with my friend
It's time to connect their
yesterday,
info
but
to the
she
news, to the
canceled.
experts, to the subject of the
So,
day.
my friend said she was having pulsating headaches because the time loop has already been implemented, and it's messing with her mind.
It's time to connect their info to the news, to the experts, to the subject of the day.
Wait, it's supposed to go out with my doctor. There's a doctor. I got hi. Okay, I think I know what to do.
All right, you know, next.
No, not you, not this one.
The voice of the
Please respond.
The police and the fire department.
Pulsating headaches.
This one.
So, my friend said she was having pulsating headaches because the time loop has already been implemented, and it's messing with her mind.
Sounds like something messed up her mind, all right?
Okay, and then we go back to the doctor.
System is in the studio.
The physician lady.
Professor Thomas, you've been researching
And then
the
if I
effects
send
of a
it-
possible time loop on public health. Am I correct? Just a second. We've received an interesting message.
So, my friend said she was having pulsating headaches because the time loop has already been implemented, and it's messing with her mind.
Pulsating headaches. This sounds very much like something you found in your research.
It does. But since the time loop hasn't been implemented yet, this is most likely something else.
To be honest, we've gotten some messages from listeners who seem adamant that the time loop has already been implemented.
And you have investigated this?
No, we've not discussed this until now because, obviously, we have a duty to stick to the facts and not spread uninvestigated rumors.
Obviously. And I certainly don't want to add fuel to stories like that.
But this individual with headache symptoms could be the missing link we're looking for.
I have to be honest, I am intrigued. My science heart is beating faster, so to say.
And my investigative journalism heart. If you're the person experiencing the headaches, please get in touch. I feel we have a moral duty to investigate this. Also, Minister Amal Macmillan is in the studio tomorrow. I'll personally see to it that we discuss these details with her. I won't rest until we get to the bottom of this. That's my promise to you as a journalist.
Wow, that was much harder than I thought it was. Chapter 3, Police and Politics.
This sound was designed by us to help uncover the truth. Behind this sound lies a piece of code with the power of stabilizing an unsteady frequency. We believe it will be useful to find
I should have
important
recorded the sound
information
first.
about the conspiracy. You know how to distribute information. You can distribute this sound in the same way. You can also cancel the stabilization of a frequency by sending this sound one more time. The frequency will go back to its initial state, so you will leave no trace.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and record that.
If you hear this, it means that you have found us. Now, it's time to find others. Scour the airways.
Wait, were there two
and
different
use the
sounds? Hang on.
stabilizer to level out any frequency that could contain information to break the government down. If you find something you think is important, you should decide which radio station you trust most and leak the info to them. Don't send it to us. It'll reach us eventually. We want to know, but we want others to act.
Oh, I have to pick a radio
There's
show
no
that I
doubt to
trust?
ask regarding the legality of our actions. We are whistleblowers. And above all, we are on the right side of history. This is about all of us.
Why do I get the feeling that
All
this
of
is
you.
propaganda, that I'm getting sucked
We
into
all
their
need to head this revolution.
antics?
If you inform people, things will change.
Okay, the stabilizer sound is still the same. Okay, that's fine. I got the sound. I know what to do with it. police and a detective. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that.
Mr. Peterson, these last couple of months have been incredibly tough. I've traveled the world to defend our plan for the time loop.
Oh?
I've had to repeat the same things over and over again. I've been getting abuse, scorn, hate. I've hardly spent any time at home. I don't get enough sleep. My head aches constantly and my feet hurt, but I keep going. My colleagues keep going, dedicating our lives to serving the nation. And now I get attacked with unfounded accusations of lying? It's genuinely unheard of. So if you don't mind, I've had enough. I didn't come here to get abuse on a news station that is supposed to be fair and balanced. Goodbye.
Fair and balanced.
Well.
But judging by the lady's reaction, I don't know if I trust this one.
Minister. Thank you for being here, Mrs. McMillan.
Oh, that was a foreign minister.
You've had quite a busy week so far.
Indeed, and I understand the reservations of our foreign colleagues. We're trying to do something nobody has done, and nobody will do at this point.
Implementing a time loop to improve economic stability and retain sovereignty.
We are on our way to convince our foreign colleagues that this time loop is essential to push our nation forward, and that they will benefit from this as well.
But while you're talking to foreign heads of state, people here are getting increasingly concerned about the time loop. They feel that information is being withheld from them.
I can assure you that there is no need to suspect the government of any wrongdoings.
By saying that, that's already very sketchy.
I am wholeheartedly pro-time loop, and I sincerely hope that people will ignore the conspiracy theories and vote yes at the end of the week. We need this loop to reclaim our country, our economy, our nature. That's the thing I personally feel most strongly about. Not just economy, but ecology. The loop will reset people and their actions while nature continues growing. Trees and plants are not affected by the loop, allowing them to restore themselves and grow. We have been searching for ways to save our declining ecology for so long. Now that we've found it, we owe it to ourselves and our planet to say yes to this solution.
Getting back for a bit to concerned citizens and the way the government informs us, what a lot of people would like to know is if the time loop is already implemented.
I'm sorry?
There are strong rumors that you are involved in an early implementation of the time loop.
I'm sorry, I thought this was a professional station. Rumors?
Strong rumors deserve to be investigated.
Okay, this is where she gets
Journalism
enraged.
without investigation is just repeat.
Well, fact is that I am not. Also, what use would an early time?
I was hoping you.
I don't like the direction.
Well, perhaps.
Mr. I've had to repeat the same things over.
Our favorite band, and it's a great gig. Wouldn't that be awesome? Seeing your favorite artist perform for hours on end.
Oh, that would be exhausting.
Tired, though, and they would too.
You probably wouldn't realize because you see the loop resets without people knowing.
Really?
I think so.
Wow, I guess I really don't know anything about this whole time loop thing.
Yeah, you know, I've heard random things, but, well, you know, half the time, those aren't true anyway. I mean, it'll be fine.
That's also really sketchy. Oh, okay.
Listeners, about that time loop. Apparently, it's all you kids think about nowadays. There's obviously a deep desire to talk about these things, but, well, I'm not planning on giving idiots like Anon any more airtime. So, what I did was this. I've called in an expert to explain some things.
Just to correct you, I'm not an expert on the time loop.
Sorry, but my notes here say expert, and, well, I'm the host of the show, so what I say goes.
I don't trust this radio show
I'm
either.
starting to regret having agreed to this.
Ah, you've also been on News One, right? I mean, that's where my producer got you from.
And I've told them as well that it's too early to utter any headline-worthy sound bites.
I'll be the judge of that. So, expert Charlie Thomas, you're a doctor.
Professor.
Oh, it's the physician lady again.
You know about bodies, and you know about the effect of the time loop on the body.
The possible effect.
So, tell me, Is my maypole gonna fall off?
I don't think so.
You know, here's the thing. I don't really know what to do with
Professionalism,
all
please.
this time loop talk. What I used to like about talk radio is that, well, people would call in with random issues. Sometimes I'd give advice. Sometimes I'd tell them to bugger off, you know?
Sure.
But it was always just friendly banter. You know? And, well, now.
Important subjects.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Feels like I should be a different host as well.
Just try it. Try being a different host.
No, too late. There's no change in me anymore.
Dang.
So, anyway, if you've got something to call in or send messages about, please do, as always. I'll probably be rude to you, but I mean well. So, if it's the time loop you want to talk about, if you're concerned about your well-being,
For this
about your
radio,
health,
it's
about
going to
your
be
life, let me know.
the
Professor
time loop
Thomas,
or anything about
physician,
life.
Scientist extraordinaire, enlighten us. Which horrible diseases will the time loop unleash on us?
I don't know.
You can't say that if you're an expert. People will think you're hiding something. Are you?
Of course not.
Are you sure?
No. Contrary to popular belief, science is not exact.
Okay,
There
okay.
are laws of science.
Things about the time loop and life for talk radio.
This sound was
Okay, that was
designed-
that. And then there was this. I needed to send the frequency here so I can listen to this.
Yeah, I know you have a red signal. Means stop, right? I'm just offering you the courtesy of knowing how long you'll take. That's the sort of manager I am. No need to thank me. Just make sure you're joining the strike next week too.
The strike?
After the vote, of course. See what happens first. Red engine 56. You're good to go.
This is the train station radio.
Left side, Tango 9. Stand by, please. Driver on vehicle 53281, please come in. Over. All drivers, be advised that a group of rogue chickens has been spotted near the track in area B5.
Rogue
Please
chickens.
proceed with caution. Yeah, we'll need signage. You're buying the paint? Just make sure you spell everything correctly. Nothing worse than protesting with a spelling mistake above your heads. Track 9A is wide open. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Over.
the people working at the train station are organizing a protest, but the vote hasn't happened yet.
I'm going out for a smoke. I don't care. We'll all be fired soon anyway. Oh, and keep an eye out for those chickens.
That is one loud train. Here. I'm so confused. Is this where I send the frequency? There is a detective.
So we'll need to pay a visit to all of them.
Recon and stakeouts for now. Don't want to alarm them. If they find out we are on their tails, they will run.
But they won't outrun us.
Or stop sounding like a criminal, Martin.
Why? What did I do?
Watched too many cop shows. You have.
I just don't like those disruptive types.
Nobody on the force does, Martin. But we need to be smart about it. Don't let your emotions get in the way.
Sure. Sure.
Check dossier number 5. That's a profile on Winston or whatever his name
Whoa.
is.
Winston's not his real name?
Unlikely. Real identity is still unclear though. They suspect he's local, has a family, most likely recently lost his job. That would explain why he's now acting the way he is, holding the government responsible for the fact that he can't hold a job.
They're all like that.
That's fair.
Don't generalize, Martin. You're a police officer. This Winston
Good counter
is
argument,
our main
yes.
target. We need to get him into custody as soon as possible. We have reason to believe he is a RMB1.
RMB1? What's that?
Classified info. But you need to know in order to do your duty, so I will tell you. When the time loop resets, citizens will not notice their memory resets, but some citizens are immune to this.
Right. I don't get it.
I don't either.
While everyone gets reset by the time loop, these citizens don't. They remember everything, which is a problem when they oppose the government.
Right.
The presence of citizens unaffected by the time loop could endanger our government's plans regarding it.
If the time loop gets voted in, you mean?
Sorry? Yes, of course.
That's so big brain. If everybody else is stuck in a time loop, but you're not, even if you protest to the government's not gonna remember. I can't even begin to wrap my mind around that concept. That's crazy. Okay, hang on. I need to hear this conversation again. I need to make sure there was nothing important here. Okay, it's just a baby crying, so that's not helpful at all. Okay, that wasn't helpful at all. There was like a brief moment of silence. I thought something was gonna happen. I don't want to record the baby crying. Oh my god. Okay, to recap, I need to find a problem that pertains to the time loop, or a question that pertains to the time loop, or something that you're struggling with in life. I don't want to hit this hints button yet, though I do feel like with my dumb brain, I'm probably gonna need to use that sometime soon. This game, it's like, it brings up very concurrent issues with the times that we live in now, particularly with like misinformation in media and how everybody has their own opinion. Even like uprising to the government, that was like a very recent issue that we've seen too. It's just, I'm starting to see where the parallels are being drawn here, and it's very intriguing to me how closely relevant this is to our current times. Anyway, I have to keep digging now because my brain can't fathom what it is I'm supposed to look for.
Nature. That's the thing the trees, and we have been now that we found it, we owe it to.
Getting back for a bit to concerned citizens.
Oh,
and the way
concerned
the
citizens.
government informs
Yes.
us.
Here.
What a lot of people would like to know is if the.
I'm sorry?
There are strong rumors that you are involved in an early implementation of the time loop.
I'm sorry, I thought this was a professional.
Strong rumor.
Well,
I was hoping you would have thought.
I don't like the direct.
Well, perhaps the government is disrespecting the people, but.
Mr. Peterson, I've had to repeat the same things over and over again. I've been getting abuse, scorn, hate. I don't get enough sleep. My head aches constantly. And now I get attacked. So I didn't come here to get abused. Goodbye.
Well, as you can hear, Mrs.
I'm about to lose my mind here.
We're being joined by our foreign.
Okay, hang on. I'm too lazy for this right now.
Our main target. We need to get him into custody as soon as possible. We have reason to believe he is a RMB1. While everyone gets reset by the time loop, these citizens don't.
Everyone's
They
get
remember
reset.
everything, which is a problem when they oppose the government.
So I need to find somebody who isn't affected by the time loop. I feel like that would have to be the scientist lady, because she's the one involved with the development of the research. But the one thing that gave it away from me, that said she's already affected by the time loop, is that she says she's getting repeatedly scorned and like disrespected for her research, which to me either states one of two things, right? the people that are scorning her are affected by the time loop already, and she can't do anything about that because they're in a time loop, or she herself is in a time loop and is experiencing the same things on a day-to-day basis. And it's kind of like, I don't know if any of you guys know the movie Groundhog Day. It's kind of like reliving the same day over and over again with the same details. And that was the kind of thing that was running through my mind when I was like, I have to look for someone who's not affected by the time loop. And so then I maybe I'm grasping at straws here, but for the people who aren't affected by the time loop, surely they can experience what kind of things are going to give it away that's going to show that they're not affected by the time loop. Aside from Winston, the possibility of Winston not being affected by the time loop is very probable because he's the one that's raising protest. God, this game is blowing my mind, just all in concept and storytelling. I'm so intrigued. Let me see. I need to find
Minister,
someone who's not affected by the time
here,
loop.
Mrs. McMillan.
Thank you for...
You've
Indeed, and I understand the...
Implementing a time loop?
We are on our way to convince our foreign colleagues.
But while you're talking to foreign heads of state, they feel that information is being withheld.
I can assure you that there is no need to suspect. As you know, I am wholeheartedly pro-time loop, and I sincerely... We need this loop to reclaim our country, our economy, our nature. That's the thing I personally feel most strongly about. Not just economy, but ecology. The loop will reset people and their actions while nature continues growing. Trees and plants are not affected by the loop, allowing them to restore them. Been searching for ways to save our declining ecology for so long. Now that we've found it, we...
Only people are affected by the time loop, but the world continues to move forward. Things like nature that aren't affected by it. I'm gonna keep looking. Sorry, I'm like trying to verbalize my thoughts because I know I'm gonna forget about it if I don't talk about it. I'm just... My brain is exploding in all different directions right now because I have no idea.
Owe it to ourselves and our planet to say...
Completely sold out, obviously, but keep listening to... Ooh. Also on Friday, there's the Corn Tunes Dance Party. On Saturday...
Oh.
And that was it.
I was wondering, what would happen?
I'm not following.
Well, I mean, would gigs just go on and on like in a continuous loop?
I don't think so. That would make no sense.
It would make sense if they're your favorite band and it's a great gig. Wouldn't that be awesome? Seeing your favorite art, you get tired.
You probably wouldn't realize because you see the loop resets without people knowing.
You know something.
Realize because you see the loop resets without people knowing.
Really?
I think so.
Wow, I guess I really don't know anything about this whole time loop thing.
Yeah, you know, I heard random things, but, well, you know, half the time, those aren't true anyway. I mean...
Okay, I think that statement's it's a very strong statement, so I need to... I need to send it off somewhere important.
About that time loop. Apparently, it's... Well, that's all you kids
maybe
think
here
about nowadays. There's obviously a deep desire to talk about these things. But,
okay, hang on.
I see comment. If you want to get through, you better send me
this
something big. Anyway, I see comments are flowing in already. But for once, we have an expert on the air, so I'll give them the floor. Thank you very much. If you want to get through, you better send me something big. Anyway. So, what I did was this. I've called in an expert to explain some things.
Just to correct you, I'm not an expert on the...
Sorry.
And
I'll be the judge.
Professor...
You know... So, sometimes I'd give advice, but it was all...
Important.
Not too late. So... If it's the time loop you want to talk about...
Okay, here.
If you're concerned about
let me try it.
About your health, about your life, let me know.
No? What was the statement I recorded?
You probably wouldn't realize because you see the loop these sets without people knowing.
Okay, that's not important enough, but I need to bring it here. We're gonna talk about the time loop. Okay, I'm gonna take the stabilizer sound and I'm gonna do it on all the radio frequencies.
Remember.
Okay, that one's just the baby. I don't want to hear the baby anymore.
Perhaps the government is disrespecting the people by withholding information. Can we kill that weird interfering noise? Thank you.
Sorry.
Mr. Peterson, these last couple of months, I've had to repeat the same thing. I don't get enough sleep. My head aches constantly.
You wouldn't realize.
Okay.
Really?
Let me try here. I mean, these are all normal radios, so I don't think they're gonna be affected by it. This stuff.
Bob, stop pranking me.
Okay.
Why do you always blame me when...
Sorry.
So,
Maybe here.
anyway, I keep getting calls and messages from listeners about that time loop. Huh. What's this?
Somebody stabilizing an unsteady frequency.
Okay, maybe if I stabilize this baby again. I mean, we already heard the dialogue. Yeah. Okay.
I can assure.
So that
As you know, I
everyone gets reset by the time loop. These citizens don't. They remember everything, which is a problem when they oppose the government.
While everyone gets reset by the time loop, these citizens don't. They remember everything, which is a problem when they oppose the government.
So wait, do I need to record this statement and send it to the time loop thing? Let me try.
Everyone gets reset by the time loop. These citizens don't. They remember everything, which is a problem when they oppose the government.
Right.
The presence of citizens unaffected by the time loop could endanger our
again.
Okay, maybe if I go to talk radio and send this.
Feels like I should be a different host as well.
Ah, there we go.
While everyone gets reset by the time loop, these citizens don't. They remember everything, which is a problem when they oppose the government.
Anon. Is that you?
This is really exceptional information.
You must be joking. Well, I guess I had this coming.
Why?
I asked people to call in with their concerns about the time loop, didn't I? For one split second, I tried to be empathetic, and this is what I get. Jokers.
But what if it's true?
Are you hearing yourself? I'm sure this will turn out to be a hoax. Let's be honest. If this stuff was real, people wouldn't contact me about it. They would have sent it to a journalist or something. Not a failed musician. But the info is out there, fake or not. This is going to stir up some shit. Let's get rioting!
Oh, God. Chapter 4, Part 1, The Raid. Wait. I'm gonna stop here. Wow. Whoa. This game is so cool. Granted, it's just very simplistic in nature. There's not much gameplay to it, but this is so intuitive and so creative. It makes you have to think. It makes you question your reality because of how relevant it is to the current times. Gosh, I didn't think it would be this kind of game. This is impressive.